All right, welcome everybody who's hopping in right now. We are just gonna jump straight into a little bit of chat, a little bit of drawing. It is a crappy day out. The weather is the garbage, which is good for drawing and sitting and chilling and listening to music. So I hope you enjoy this time. I may not be too chatty, but you know, if people happen to pop in the middle of the night or morning, whatever it is for you guys, then yeah, we can chat and talk about stuff. I'll talk a little bit about Inktober and what's been going on with me with that, and go from there. So yeah, sorry, I'm setting some things up on my vertical video. Should be some good times, so bear with me as I just get a few things started. I want to share my channel real quick. To the old Instagram. The old Instagram story. And put a link in there real quick. Alright. Share your stories. Okay, so let's get started. First of all, I am behind on Inktober a lot, and I probably honestly won't catch up by the time Inktober is over. And you know what? Like, I'm totally okay with that. Sometimes you just have more life stuff going on, and I would rather work on that than necessarily just filling all of my time with doing Inktober stuff. It is very important. It is very good. It is a great challenge, but I don't want it to be something that causes problems with other parts of my life, you know? And so, yeah, I'm fine with being behind. I'm fine with doing these even as I go. Like, I joke around, and I'm probably gonna do a longer video about it, but I mean, like, not longer than this live stream, but not a YouTube short, about how I am going to do another challenge next month called Inktovember, which is basically it's the challenge of, oh, what you didn't finish in Inktober, now you have November to finish it, because why not? So I think there'll be a few people who join in on that, and I'll just do a video about my overall Inktober experience from the beginning. And because I started off really well, like we started off really well, and then it went to just a struggle, you know? So you know what, no, we'll leave it like this. We'll leave it like this. Okay, today we are working on Angel and Demon, and I have an idea. I need to pull up my reference and make sure. Also, let's pop out the chat here. No, we'll just put this over here. Okay. Move this to the side. Boom. Okay. I have some ideas for Angel and Demon. Ooh, need to save some of these other references. Okay. And we'll see how it goes. They're technically separate things, but yeah, they're technically separate references or prompts, but there's no rule against combining prompts for an illustration, like for Inktober, right? Because, like, why not do it to catch up? So yeah. Excuse me while I clean off my glasses. I have this idea that I have a person sitting kind of looking down. Okay. Right, they're sitting here, kind of leaning over, legs off the building, right? And just chilling. What do they do with their arms though? Okay, so this person's just chilling. Maybe they're leaning forward and their arms are, you know, maybe they're just leaning forward, arms on the ledge, but also they have, oops, kind of these angel wings, right? Looking down on below. And then down here, we kind of just have, I don't know yet. You kind of just have some darkness, right? I did a piece a while back for Inktober in 2018 that was like guarding your heart, and it was the similar concept, except it was a heart in a jar, and the outer edge I just had black things and like claws coming out and fangs and different stuff to show, just to kind of show like the darkness that's creeping in, right? And so my original concept for this piece is something similar. Not my original this concept is that and that you just have this angel looking down into, let's say, the city, right? Like, why not? But because I'm also trying to do a lot of this cyberpunk stuff, like maybe I will make this more techie, make the wings more techie, right? But maybe not also. I'm not completely sure. Like, I'm not completely sure what I want to do with it, but oh, I need to move this over like this. Well, whoops. I'm trying to pay attention to my vertical video too. There's an awesome plugin for OBS that you can record vertical video at the same time. So at any moment I could backtrack like a minute and clip that in a vertical video. So then it's already ready and super easy to transform for like TikToks and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels and all that shenanigans of vertical videos that, like, it was funny. Old people used to like get their phones and take vertical videos, and everyone's like, no, you need to do it like horizontal and landscape, so that, like, because that's what videos are, you know, like when you're looking at your TV. But now everyone watches videos on their phone and they want it in vertical video. It's such a interesting like concept as to how that played out, like how that turned into what it did. Okay. Yeah, I'm still thinking through concepts here, right? I really wish my zoom click would not go that far. I just want to zoom a little, like here. So if we have this dude on like a, you know, cyberpunk futuristic building or something, right? And more buildings in the background. Working on my perspective, obviously, which I have no idea what I'm doing most of the time. You know. But then where do we put the demon? There's also a really cool reference for wings that I really like. Because I'm thinking more of a chill vibe for this in a way, but also it could be really cool if like they're um if they're like diving down, you know, perhaps, or like really getting ready for the fight. So but for those of you who are just starting stuff or getting into art things, like I am not a professional by any means or even close to it. I am better than the average person at drawing, probably because I practice a lot more, not because I just have talent, because we still work on it. But I think like I still have tips to offer and stuff because I'm learning too, and like why not share the tips that I'm learning like as we go, and we can learn together, and then you guys can also give me tips about stuff, whoever watches this and decides to give tips. Yeah, I'm really sorry. I'm just really struggling about what I want to do as far as the demon side of things, because this is great. This is great for the angel, but I really want to combine them. You know what? I think I'm gonna scrap this. Let's just wipe it and work with a different concept. Shunk. Just erase all of this. Okay. Put the eraser back to the get the eraser back to the correct size. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look up a different reference real quick for. I could have swore I saved like a good fight scene, but I guess not. Yeah, let's just look for some more references then, since I don't want to do that. Oh, I like this. Okay. I think we are gonna do similar concept. Maybe we just do a zoom in. I don't know why I keep doing that. I can just undo. Okay. Maybe we do a bigger version, like this reference that I'm looking at right now. It's pretty sweet, right? And he's kind of hunched over, sitting with his legs up on a ledge kind of thing. And he's got his arms like this, okay, and the wings come around. Okay, maybe we do something like this where it's really focused on this person, like this is our main focus, and then in the background we have like something small coming at, right? Like find a good reference for something in the background. This one's pretty simple. Just like a person. Right. Looking ready to fight. This goes really well with the concept I have for a spiritual warfare book. The problem is also it's like too obvious, right? Like it's angel fighting a demon, you know, like in a way it's great, and in a way it's also just too obvious. So, okay. Here's the concept. This dude's chilling up here, okay? Just on a perch or something, and we can still, there's no reason I can't throw this into the cyberpunk world, right? Like, what if in this cyberpunk world there really are like angels and demons that are fighting, you know? It doesn't have to be that way, but like it's a cool concept too. Like, you know, this is your normal everyday life as cyberpunk stuff, but also there's angel and demons. There's probably some animes like that. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of times where there's a lot of anime like that. For example, Black Clover, or Seven Deadly Sins or whatever, which I was felt was like a waste of my time to watch, but it's whatever. All right, so let's work on this person now. I need to save this other reference real quick. Save. All right. So, we're gonna work with this first person here, right? Let's do another layer since this is just our rough. We'll take this layer and drop the opacity down to a lot. Okay. That's more what I'm looking for. So I learned some really good techniques for drawing faces from Cosmic Spectrum. Yana Bogotach, I think, is her actual name, but you can look her up. Just Cosmic Spectrum. And one of the things that really helped was how she teaches how to draw heads instead of just this concept with your whatever. It's more like you have the main skull part, and then it's usually a mask hanging off, you know, so it's more like this, and the eyes are around here, and it's super helpful because then it helps with your jawline and everything too, not just this weird like, and in reality this isn't a circle like from here, it's a oval shape. So let's we can come back and alter these things as well. narrow the face some. This is a digital piece, but it will come back to be not digital, obviously. Like, I'll rough it out on here and then we'll put it on paper. This also makes it longer for me though, because one, I'm doing two types of things, right? Like I'm doing it on paper or digitally, and then I'm also doing it on paper. But then it gives me a lot more freedom and to not worry about errors, which that's why you should also draw on paper, and that's part of the issue of Inktober, is that you're challenging yourself to do that. But sometimes I just would rather, with a complex piece like this, I would rather just do it this way. I don't necessarily want to copy the hand pose, but it is good. Because they have it coming up to here, and he has his thumb and hands like this, right? While he's thinking. I think I might just have it come down and rest maybe here. And maybe have the other arm kind of come just like down. Maybe just have it come down some. But this arm should actually be, because the way we want the leg is to come at us and to come up higher, I think. Right. But he's sitting, he's sitting on his heel. That makes it hard. Let's shut this layer off for now because it's throwing me off. Yeah, he's sitting on his heel like this. And that means this arm is actually going to come at us more. Which is the annoying thing of foreshortening. It is difficult for me to draw that. Because you always want to draw the, like, at least I always want to draw the full length of whatever body part it is, right? But like you don't when it's like this. You draw very, like, look at that. Like, what are you even drawing here? Just basically the hand would be here, and you would turn this oval into something like this. Nope, that doesn't look good. I don't know if it doesn't look good because the leg is bad or what. If I was to sit like this, let's see. Let me make sure my chair's not gonna flip on me. Okay, if I was to sit like this, my arm still turns in some. I don't go out with it, so that's still okay. In case you're wondering. Me. So the arm is still actually going to come in some. So if this is his leg, okay. Elbow. The arm is still going to go this way some. Okay. But I feel like we need to, let's do this. Let's move some things around. This needs to go up more, or just be bigger. But I want him lean forward more. Let's try this. Back to the pencil. Such a bigger angle when I'm looking at it. Wow, this. I don't want to make him hunchback. This person, I give them props. Some poses like this, it's just, you just can't get it. It's like I need to trace it to see exactly how they did it, right? And then the other leg, just so the butt comes out like this. The other leg is also coming out. And then do I need to move the arm up some? Because this seems off now. Ugh. The advantages and disadvantages of my Inktobers is that I want to make, because I'm challenging myself, I want to make more complicated pieces. And in doing so, it makes everything so much longer and more complicated, right? Exactly. Okay. Let's see how this looks zoomed out. Mostly okay. Mostly okay. Huh, I just tried to use my fingers. Psych. this is the arm. I think this works. Right, like, there we go. Yeah, okay. Nailing it. Also, it's 12 o'clock here, and I'm hungry. This is yeah. I always pick the worst times to stream for my stomach. So here we have this dude. All right, I think we got a good rough sketch. And the wings. Are gonna be something like this, yeah. Like Hawks from My Hero Academia. I like that guy a lot. His character design is awesome. And then this wing is gonna look more like this, coming out this way. It's weird. Okay. This person has them on like a stool, so the wing actually comes down. So it comes like this, and you can see it behind and underneath. But I don't know what I'll have. I guess he could just be on a ledge, so it still works, right? So the wing could still come down and something like that. How are you to how are you to try to say who I am? I can't say that. Also, welcome. Oh, okay. No, I understand your question now. Hi, Zach. How are you? Try to say who I am. So you want me to guess who you are? That's extremely hard with just Cafe GM. You gotta give me some hints. Gotta give me some hints. So, since you called me Zach and I actually spelled it with a K, I'm sure we know each other somehow. Previous student of mine. And you are watching on YouTube right now because you are off of school, because it's a break. Did I guess it correctly so far? Nope, don't like that line. All right. This part is what gets hard, is like, how do you draw the mouth here, right? Something like that, I guess. Lip comes out a little bit, maybe. I don't love this face. Let's move this arm forward some, actually. Well, you didn't answer, so I can't know. Oh. What it will be? This, it is an angel, like the title suggests. So there will be a angel and a demon. Is the idea. So this is the angel side of it. But I'm working on, like, how do you do this area? What should this look like? Doesn't that look weird? It does look weird. I don't. Or do you just. Like, everything looks dumb. Such a odd angle to draw a face. That's hard. All right, let's we're gonna lighten this, and we're gonna go into a more detailed sketch. I know I do a lot of different layers for this kind of stuff, but like, this is my rough sketch, and now I want to actually kind of work on how do I define this face. Right, like, let's shut this off for now. No, actually I need it back on. I lied. I want it back. I will leave you in a second because I am in Eurovia and Bratislava shopping with Mom, so I must listen to her. Fair enough. That's fine. I appreciate you stopping by, though. Don't really like this. This is such a... Why do I draw it at a weird angle if I can't draw it, right? Oh, it's a good challenge. Is it? Is it? You're looking like a fool. Sometimes stuff like this just makes me want to stop when I can't figure it out. Wow, this actually is... See ya! The program's Clip Studio, by the way, for if anybody wants to know. Gosh, I feel like I just need to rough sketch this face again just to work with that. Like, we got the pose down, but now I'm really struggling with the face. Like, this is the garbage. Like, ah. Do I just have something really wrong. And I just can't see it. Whoops. Enjoy the struggles of art when you are not drawing enough to be able to do these things. This ear's way too big. Okay. I feel like my first face was better. It's funny, I said that was this is my cleaner sketch, but I don't think it's gonna be. Oh, when you sit down and then just get discouraged by your skill. That's rough. That's what I get for not studying anatomy and stuff enough. I'm thinking I can just do it. Oops. This is tough. This is tough. This is a cleaner sketch, though. I still hate this face. Ah. Let's just look at drawing a face at an angle and see what some of these look like. It's this one more. Alright. I'm gonna copy the crap out of this one. Oops. Okay. Oblique, that's what this is called. Oblique slightly above, that's what we're doing. Okay, so I'm wiping this and I'm going to work with this picture that I'm looking at now as a good reference for So this needs to come in, that's part of it. And then the cheek, I had this mostly okay. But then the problem I have is also the nose. Chin needs to come out a little bit. Not a lot. Okay, this is all right. But then the nose. This part. The nose should just come out a little, ever so slightly. But then it goes down. Eh. And then the mouth, it just has like this. It doesn't help me as far as like lips and stuff go. Like this drawing doesn't have any, so. We'll work with this. Oh gosh, now I feel like it's worse. I feel like some parts were better and then some parts are worse. Ah! Mouth is still dumb. I should just not draw it this way. I should just screw a challenge, right? Just don't draw it that way. There's a thought, you know? Whatever. Not terrible. I don't need his eyebrows to go up so high. We can just do normal eyebrow stuff, right? Matches better with the other side anyways. It's funny, a lot of these head angle poses are just slightly different than mine, and so you would draw it differently, and I should just do it that way. Whatever. It's interesting, just because of the angle, I like can't even make it the guy that I would normally draw because it's weird. Or maybe I did the eyes weird too. Whatever. Okay. Now let's what kind of outfit we want to put on this dude? Let's just look up some clothing references, yeah? I really like this hood. Oh. Okay, if his wings are like this. His jacket. Okay. What kind of pants are we giving this dude though, right? That's the question. And shoesies as well. Really like this one. Kind of baggy. Oh, this is gonna take a lot longer than I thought the way this is going. don't know. Man, this is a struggle today. This is struggle bussing it. That looks weird. Or what if, here's a concept. What if the angels, what if they don't wear, because they're very cyborgy, right? What if that's the concept? Just popped into my head. What if their upper body is mostly mechanical? Right? What if that's how they work? But they still wear pants. What if he also had like a screen in front of him that he was looking at to see what's going on? Looking for battles and stuff. Fights and things. I think that could work. As I'm just browsing through stuff. Just glancing at ideas. Man, I am sorry that this is such a struggle today. I was hoping I would sit down and things would just come to me, but it is rough. Oh, this could be cool. Let's do this. For the hair concept. This is all longer, messy hair. Actually, this reference I'm looking at right now is almost perfect for what I need to do with this face. Except for it's looking up a little and mine's looking down. There we go. Okay. I think there's the hair idea. Good. Okay. I will probably end up coming back and messing with this face some more, but for now, we don't. We'll have to look up some cyborg kind of stuff for anatomy. Times at 1244. I'll need to. I'm gonna finish around 1, even though we're not finished, right? Like this is just. It's been an adventure, right? I never know when I'm streaming if I should basically already have something done that I can work with, or work with a concept, or what. Like. So often I never know. Let's not mess with that, yeah. We'll have to think about what kind of shoes he's gonna have too. Or if he stays barefoot also. Not a bad idea. Come back to me, thing. Ding. Have to look up some cyborg ideas. Maybe add some wires, you know. Some cool panels. But also with the chest. You know, what do you have? Something like this that comes out of his chest. Some Iron Man heart kind of thing, but not in the center of his chest. Sometimes when you're doing stuff and you get ideas, you're like, oh, this is a cool idea. And you're like, now I know why some other comic used it, because they were probably thinking something similar going through my head. It's not because like right there I had no concept of Iron Man. I was just like, oh, it would be cool if he had this, like, you know, power generated heart, which is a concept in a lot of stuff anyways. But then you're like, oh yeah, that's what Marvel used. But like somebody else used it before them. Two, three. Sometimes I struggle with putting knuckles on things. All right. Whew. What do we want to do for 10 more minutes? Let's mess with this face some more. No, here's what we do. We do this. We do this, and we just draw a new face. And I just take this face. We just say, okay, let's look at let me find a face. That looks like Vanessa Wu, but it's not. It's Santosh Chetri. Okay. This one looks like it could work. I need the slight looking down though. Here we go. I'm just going to try to work with doing a face correctly right now. Like that's what we're, okay. So I'm looking at a reference right now, and I just want to see how they draw the face or what a face looks like at this angle, right? So the mask part is more like this. Jawline is here. Okay, eye line is like here. So the nose. This part comes down. This part goes. I think that's a big deal. Okay. Eyes are. This is how the other cheek goes. It comes down and then it crosses the nose. Okay. But the mouth. This guy's got a mustache, so that doesn't help. But his mouth. Goes all the way to the edge. It's just a weird looking thing. Like, it's like I need to trace over it. It just always looks like he's like biting his lip. I don't understand how you do it without that look. Like, okay, let's save the mouth then, right? Like, let's do this. Yeah, I picked a reference that's the right angle, but the guy has a mustache and a beard, so it's really hard to. The eyes there. This comes back. So it's more like that. Okay. That's much better with the nose. But man. I'm got a lot to learn, huh? But still, this mouth, it just, like, no matter what way you put the mouth, it just looks dumb. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna get it at one point, and there it is. But, like, what am I not figuring out to where it doesn't look like he's, like, biting his lip? I just need to practice drawing a face like this a bajillion times. I don't want to just not draw it, because then that's me just being lazy. And this eye probably needs to move forward some. But then, like, this eye is a struggle as well. Like, how do you draw that eye? On here, it looks like this. Like, do you draw it like this? Like, what do you do? You just don't draw it. He's a pirate. You just angle the face a little more so that you don't have to do that. But, like, for real though, where does this go? If this pupil is here, like, is that close enough? I don't know. I don't know. Yikes. Okay, I need to take a break from this. Okay, here's what we got. Okay, I'm actually happier with this than I was with that face I was just doing for the most part. I think the only thing, the mouth I think is okay actually. The only thing I would do here is, yeah, I think we actually have it mostly okay. The nose comes down some. Like, we'll have to figure out what does this look like if we're like looking down, maybe something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. All learning experience for me. I'm happy with the pose. I'm happy with the concept. Just gotta work on the rest of it. So yeah, I've been on for about an hour and a half, and if you catch this later, awesome. Thank you for sitting and struggling with me and maybe listening. You probably got bored and dipped out before a lot of that stuff, and that's okay. You know, I just wanted to kind of stream, and if anybody hopped on, they hopped on. But it's a rainy, crappy day out, so why not? I probably won't finish this on stream, if I'm being honest. I'll probably just do it outside of the stream. And maybe I will just do something completely different and make it much simpler than this. I don't know. I'll post it though. Whatever it is, I will post it. So, thank you guys for your support and being here if you came, or even stopping in for a little bit as I try to grow this channel and also grow my art. Remember to just be inspired and keep creating in whatever it is that you do. That's the goal, is to just impact the world around me, encourage people, show them love, Jesus, when I can, and yeah, inspire you to just create, do more. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your day, night, evening, afternoon, whatever